Hi everybody, this is Miss Garrett and a special appearance by Nash. She's eating a cookie right now, but hello, this is Nash. So this video is just to go over the identity book and some of the options that you can use to create it. I am going over all of this in class, but just in case you were absent or just need to review the directions, you can refer back to this video. So when I go through the steps, do not get overwhelmed. If you did the rough draft, if you did all that pre-work before Thanksgiving break, you are 3/4 done. This step is really about polishing, revising, putting it together, and submitting. So there's a few things that you will have to do. You can always refer back to the previous examples from earlier years, but there are some slight differences, so just pay attention to that. So the first step is to revise. You are going to use that chart you filled out about each vignette, about what did you use for the mentor text, what figurative language, how would you revise it. Those notes that you took are to help you revise. So how would you improve it? Think about what figurative language, organization, imagery could you use? Do you need to have a stronger voice? And also think about that theme. So how is the theme clear? Is it clear? As well as your connection to the mentor text. Is it obvious which mentor text you followed? So, for example, in those who don't, look at that sentence structure. In the vignette about the family's personalities, notice how the first paragraph was really to the point, and then she spent that whole paragraph talking about her mom, showcasing that love and affection that she does have. Please make sure that it is all polished, you're ready to go, you feel confident with your work. I'll also allow time for peer review if you feel comfortable having a peer to review those. Okay? The next step is the reflection. This is all part of that last tab you did for your rough draft. So this is for your preface, which is essentially just an introduction to the book. Okay. So review the answers to your reflection questions, and you are going to look at the choices you made, how you revise, how it changed from the draft to the final, how the pieces connect, how you grow as a writer. So think about all those elements that I asked you about, and you are going to write about 2 to 4 paragraphs. You can go over that. That's not a problem. This will be at the beginning of your book, and it should explain what I have outlined. And this is essentially what you did in your rough draft. Okay, so look over that, make it into a polished piece of writing. Now, please pay attention to this. This is not a summary of your pieces. Please do not tell me this is about my hair. This is about my family. This is I got that. I want you to really explain and analyze your decisions, just like we did with the novel notes. Okay, so essentially, instead of us annotating another person's book, you are thinking about the choices that you made, how you are analyzing and going with that information. Now, once you have revised, you're happy, you have your preface, you're ready to go, you're going to build your digital book and choose your bookmaking tool. So I have 3 options. If you want to propose another tool with approval, like if you have something that you want to use, go ahead, just run it by me. I'm sure it'll be fine. Option A is a Canva digital book. So I'm going to go through here. So you can really just start by saying an ebook, and it has a lot of options. So you can use templates, there's different styles. You have gotten a little bit used to Canva in my class, so that's really something that you can think about. Do what speaks to you. You have a lot of control with this design. And then remember, when you share, you would download as a PDF. Okay, so make sure download as a PDF. Now the next option is something new. It's called Book Creator. The link is right here. This is a digital book that turns like a real book. It also has audio recordings with it, so that will be important to remember. It's great for mixing text and visuals. So It's an interesting tool. This is a sample of what it would look like, and then it just kind of opens that way. So if this was my book and I wanted to go in and edit it, I can download, I can add images, I can do something with my camera, pen, text, and then this is that record. So in here, maybe this would be my table of contents, and then you would put the page numbers and so forth, so on. So it does, this is not published, but it does flip like a book, so it's kind of cool. Now, the last option is option C. This is Google Slides, but be very careful with this. You're doing it in a book format, not a slides format. So each slide is a book page. Follow the steps outlined in order to create a presentation that is in book format. So think similar to our notes. So you would click on File, Page Setup, and then choose Custom, and then I suggest 6x9, so I've already done that, but to do that, you would go into File, Page Setup. Normally it's standard, so that's what it would look like. And then you can just do Custom, change that, and then it fixes it for you, okay? So that is an option as well. Choose whichever one you want, but you must have a title page, your preface, and your 2 vignettes and poems, whatever order you want. Any additional works are enrichment. You can do up to 2 vignettes, 2 poems, or 1 each, or just 1 extra. I also suggest adding a table of contents. Make sure that you have consistent colors, fonts. It's clear, readable, visuals, images that match themes. It's organized. Be proud of it, okay? This is your creative space, so make it how you want. Now, the very last step, once you have created your book, you are going to record a 3 to 5 minute overview. This is a short video introducing your book. When I discussed the overview, there was a section where I said, really focus on one piece that you're proud of. This is where that comes in. So, yes, give me your brief, hey, this is Miss Garrett, this is the title of my book, this is the overall theme. Now I'm going to talk about my favorite piece and why. So my favorite piece is my name, or the piece based off of my name. I really thought that I had a connection, blah, 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 blah. Then you'll tell me about figurative language spotlight. So 1 to 2 pieces of figurative language that you are super proud of, how you strengthen the theme, why did you use them, and then you'll have this identity reflection. So similar to what we did during the unit and what the objectives are, is that we wanted to analyze and figure out how writing can be used to understand identity, to think about your community, place in the world, to talk about your environment, so forth. So I want you to do the same, but for your book. So reflect on how writing your book helped you understand yourself. How did writing help think about identity, community, your place in the world? What perspective or message do you hope readers take from your book? And then honors, pay attention. You must make a clear connection to the text, The House on Mango Street, and or The Poet X. So that is an extra step that you should show a clear connection of what you did through the unit, and then how it connects to your book as well. Now there's a sentence starters if you need it. You can use Canva recording, Book Creator recording. You can use your Chromebook. Loom is really easy. Some of you have used it already. You have up to 5 minutes free. I'm using ScreenPal, I believe. There's also Screencastify. There's so many options. There's so many ed tech tools, okay? Make sure you have your book and recording uploaded to Canvas by Friday, 12/5. End of period, okay? This is not weekend homework. I want it done. You've had plenty of time, okay? And a little checklist for you as well, okay? So like I said, essentially you're just taking your rough draft and editing it. You're making it polished, you're revising it, and you're writing that reflection. You've done most of the work if you did that, all the pages of your rough draft. Excuse me, Yash. She's barking. So please just follow these steps. It's not that overwhelming once you really think about it. and you will have class time. Okay, so there you go. All right.